Hello, we're looking at Geometry Part 2, Lesson 8-2. This is Problem 4, found on page 502 of your textbook. This is talking about the special relationship in a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Now remember that the relationship between, there's a long leg, I'll abbreviate that LL, there's a short leg, I'll abbreviate that, and then there's the hypotenuse to a right triangle. Now, when it's a 30, 60, 90 triangle, the relationship between the long leg and the short leg is that you have to take the short leg and multiply it by the square root of 3 to get to the longer leg. That's the relationship between those. So, in this particular picture, if the long leg is 5 and you're trying to find out what D is, you simply substitute 5 in, set it equal to, they're calling it D, but D times the square root of 3. You'll see that you're going to divide both sides by the square root of 3, which is going to leave you with 5 over the square root of 3. Yet again, you can't leave a radical in the denominator, so we have to fix it by doing this, multiplying both the top and the bottom by the square root of 3. And that ends up giving you 5 square roots of 3 over a real 3, because this ends up being the square root of 9, which is a real 3. So the answer for D is 5 square roots of 3. Right? Now, if we look at the got it section, it says in problem 4, let's find the value of F. Well, the relationship between the short leg and the hypotenuse is that you have to double or multiply the short leg by 2 to get to the hypotenuse. So if I know that the short leg, we just found it, it's 5 square roots of 3 over 3. If I were to take that and multiply that by 2, or 2 over 1, because it is twice as much, then that ends up being 10 square roots of 3 over 3. And again, that won't simplify any further, so my answer is 10 square roots of 3 over 3, and that is your hypotenuse, or your F value. Okay? Hope this is helpful. To really be able to do this, folks, you've got to know the rules for those. You've got to know the relationship between the short leg and the long leg, and then the separate relationship that is between the short leg and the hypotenuse. If you don't know those, then this will be difficult. If you can memorize those and learn those, then it makes this a very short, easy process.